This was originally a schoolhouse. It was built in 1875. N.C. Wyeth actually purchased it in 1925. For 21 years, this building served as not only his studio, but also the family's home. Andy would show movies here. He would set up the projector here and a screen in that direction and really ask anyone who came in if they'd like to watch a movie. When the Wyeths lived here as a family from 1940 to 1961, they had their two sons, Nicky and Jamie, and this little photograph actually shows a carved lion's head that hung up here. It was a piece from a carousel wagon. Jamie worked in this room from 1961 to 1968. He did many of his early oil paintings here, and we show on the easel a reproduction of his portrait of John F. Kennedy. This room was an intensely private space. Not a lot of people came in here. It's a wonderful space to learn the process, the artist's process, and also to see where some of his creative imagery came from. Wyeth enjoyed looking at what he was painting through a mirror. He would step back, look at the work through the mirror, and get a little bit of a different perspective on what he was painting. On the wall you see photographs of the three most important men in his life. His father, N.C. Wyeth, Howard Pyle. The final photograph is Peter Hurd, his brother-in-law, sort of a big brother figure in his life. Peter Hurd taught Andrew and N.C. Wyeth how to paint in tempera. It's a medium where the paint pigment itself is bound by egg yolk. Andy would crack the eggs, discard the whites, and then use that yolk and some distilled water and dry pigments, mix those together and paint with those. It dries very hard, it dries very quickly. He has to paint quickly, and you need to lay those strokes down very quickly and very deliberately. I believe the most important thing is to give insight into Andrew Wyeth, the person, and in the studio room to be able to show, to demonstrate how he worked, where he worked. People go to a museum or a gallery and they stand and look at a painting on the wall, but I think very few people have maybe been in an artist's studio. That so increases the understanding of the museum experience.